Hi, and welcome to episode 11 of Jessica Jones Season 2. So this episode is basically just Trish. We find out Trish has definitely kidnapped Carl afterwards.
And Malcolm.
She starts with Malcolm in the back of the trunk, but basically she took Carl to give herself superpowers. And Jessica goes looking for her. Malcolm eventually wakes up and gets out of the car. And they both try to find her, and it ends up with the doctor giving her the shots. Trish not taking to it very well, spewing out blood out of her mouth and stuff. Jessica interrupting and pulling off the shots and stopping the doctor, and the doctor just getting so depressed he just ends up killing himself, and he blows the place up. The one notable thing about throughout all this is that while Jessica is investigating and ruminating and all this stuff, David Tennant's back as like a ghost that's like just reminding her that she's a killer and she's doing all this, and he's awesome like he always is. I love David Tennant. He was by far the best part of. Honestly, I would say he's like the best part of any of the Marvel shows. I know a lot of people like Kingpin a lot. Like he is really good. Kingpin's really good, but for me, David Tennant's Kilgrave was the best villain and like honestly the best character. I just loved him in every scene he was in. He was so awesome. I agree. Yeah, and he's good in here too, just acting as like the devil on her shoulder, constantly like pissing her off, like reminding her that she's a killer and stuff. I forgot. The episode started with her right after she had killed the prison guard, and that's when he shows up. The prison, he's like, "What do I do? What do I do?" Make it look like a suicide by him, and she makes it look as suicide to get him. And it ends with the mother finding out that Carl's dead and breaking out of prison. So I guess that is gonna be the big thing. But Trish is in the hospital, so we'll see if right now she's still out, so we'll see how that happens. But yeah, it's looking like I was wrong, and it is going to be Mom versus Jessica, and she's probably going to die.
Oh, yeah, another notable thing that happened this episode, Malcolm decided that he's done with Alias. Well,
yeah,
for now at least.
Jessica basically got really pissed and was like, I trusted you a little, and you've betrayed my trust, so just throw him out. And because she's already said, like, you're fired a whole bunch of times, like, he's just like, you know what? I don't want to be here either. I quit. So they've split unamicably. This is my favorite episode just because Tennant's in it. Honestly, like, it's a good enough episode as is, but not much happens. It's a okay, like, moving the wheels forward episode.
But his presence makes it that much better. Yeah,
because really the one thing that happened, like, this is the only episode where it's just been one thread. Like one thread, which is just Trish and getting Carl. Like that's the only thing that happened. There was no mention of Jerry at all. Like she wasn't in this. We didn't see what happened after the fallout of her being completely robbed by Shane and Inez and all that stuff. So this was just this one thread, and it was really just going to place and seeing that Trish wasn't just wanting the drugs, but just her inner inadequacy and her just inferiority complex she had against Jessica, and just wanting superpowers so badly that she's willing to do it, and that's why she took the inhaler in this season and the pills in the previous season. But yeah, for me, just Tennant was in it, and Tennant was awesome, and so that makes this my favorite episode of the season so far, even though it's pretty much an okay episode. It's not a bad episode. It's okay, but I will say, like, without Tennant, a couple of the other episodes previously have had more meat to them.
Yeah.
This one just seemed to be chasing, like, just.
It was one extended.
It's a follow the rabbit episode, just like following the rabbit, going from place to place, just finding it. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Just Tennant, yes, and this is my favorite. What about you?
Yeah, Tennant was a great presence in that, like, even though he is such a terrible character in the sense of what he's done and like what he is currently doing to Jessica in a sense. Like he is acting as the devil that just keeps reminding her of all the shitty things she's done. Not only killing people, but just...
Again, this is not the real Tenet. Like, this is just her illusion.
Just a ghost.
He is dead. He's dead. This is just her, a ghost of her past. Like I said, it would be in the first thing. Just ghost of the memory.
Yeah, just reminding her of all the shitty things she's done, but it's still Tenet. So he has this, like... Charisma and, like... weird charm to it.
Oh yeah, no. That kind of villain wouldn't have worked if it didn't have charm. Like it would have been really just think of like a bad director, because that's kind of what he was as a character. That guy just tells you what to do and people do it like a director would. But like a person, if you don't like, he has to have charm, persuasion, so that it makes him kind of likable. Because
otherwise he'd be completely despicable and there's just nothing there for you to grasp onto.
Yeah. But that's how this episode goes. No final thoughts?
I'm good.
Yeah. So we'll see 2 episodes left. We'll see you after episode 12.